meantime, let me just say we have 3 different cakes to choose from Savannah's Candy Kitchen. This is a company that has been going strong for 51 years, since 1973. Family owned in Savannah, Georgia. Started by Stan the Candy Man.
Yes, ma'am, you got it. The nickname last.
That's right. And Rhett is joining us. How are you?
I'm so good. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you.
I
haven't seen you in so long.
Yes, ma'am. I know. I feel like time just flies by now, but it's so good to see you.
Welcome back.
Thank you. It's
so
always
good to
be
have
here.
you here.
Yes, ma'am.
This is exciting because, first of all, we just got some more of these back in. Last time Jane Brown and I were on with these cakes, literally they were gone within about 8 minutes. We don't have a lot of these today either. Now, I first want to tell you, you can have them shipped out right away, especially if you want it for Thanksgiving, but you can also have it shipped out the week of December 9th, which maybe you do the red velvet for Christmas and you do the German chocolate for Thanksgiving, or the coconut joy if you want to as well. But what I want you to know is that the price tag is $11 less than normal, $73.98, but there's a lot of cake here. Don't let that price fool you. These are humongous pieces. I mean, look at that. You would pay $15 in a restaurant just to get a piece of cake that size. Now, Rhett, let's take us through this. This one is called Coconut Joy, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. We got a little change up for y'all. I know everybody likes curveballs, okay? So what you will arrive with, this is actually our Coconut Joy cake. What we're missing here is our chocolate ganache on top, y'all.
I was going to say, I saw it on the video.
I got confused too. I was like, wait a minute, hold on, but we got it all figured out. So
here
y'all
comes.
see it up there now.
Yeah, that's what it's going to look like.
Yeah, so
yeah.
So same coconut base, y'all. These are real shredded pieces of coconut with a dark chocolate cake base, which is really just decadent and rich at the same time. And it just goes so well together. And like everything else we've done, from our German chocolate cake ganache, from our red velvet crumbs, to even the shredded coconut that goes around these cakes, it's all hand done. We are such artisanry people. We don't have large machines. We are back there every day hand doing, hand icing, and I really feel like it comes out into these cakes. It shows.
And when you have layer cake, you have to make each layer separately and then put them together by hand.
It's like jigsaw puzzle.
It is. Right. It truly is. Okay, so basically it will be this, but then covered in chocolate ganache, okay? That's what it is. And then we also have the red velvet. Tell me about that.
So this is like my holiday go-to. So my favorite thing is to come, especially in the South, because everybody's grandma made a red velvet cake that they remember and it being so good. Yeah. But the cool thing about this, y'all, is it is 100% hand done. This is a Southern item to its core. Red velvet cake is a chocolate-based cake, as y'all know, but down in the South, we like to make things pretty and now even more festive. So I think that's the best thing about it. You know, cream cheese icing, a little bit of cocoa, a little bit of fresh Georgia pecans in there.
Buttermilk. Can I just say, that is so moist. I mean, it's unbelievably moist on that. If you want the red velvet to ship out right away, we have 225 remaining. If you want it the week of December 9th, 425, but don't let that, those numbers fool you. These things go fast. Okay, I gotta try it.
The red velvet's the one I got.
That last layer, you know what I mean?
Oh, as soon as you started talking, I grabbed me another bite. I had to have one just so I could hold me over.
But this German chocolate, I have to tell you, this actually, last time Jane Brown and I had this, it brought me to tears.
Oh,
you know why?
That's so sweet.
Because it reminded me of the German chocolate cake my mom used to make. And she's been gone now since 2010.
There's no compliments that go further than that. If you can make something that resonates to a memory and brings people back to that moment in time, that is what you're after. That's what we're all after all the time. We want to remember that good afternoon at grandma's or your aunt, your mom's. And it's this is it. And hand done is the way you get it. You know, we make a lot of this, even the icing, in copper kettles still. So we do a lot of our mixing right there in the copper kettles, just like we do with our candy.
Look at now, talk about German chocolate. A lot of people don't know what that is.
I always get the most random looks when I say, well, one of our most famous cakes is a German chocolate cake. Well, that has nothing to do with Germany. It is a completely Southern-based item, and it really came from a guy, the name was Samuel Germain. So it started in the South, really rich in coconuts, rich in
Yes.
chocolate, and then they got its name from the baker itself. But it has just been a staple item in the Southern homes for just many, many years now.
And
Decades, I should say.
There's coconut in it, but there's a brown sugar.
Yes.
And and obviously butter, etc. But it is so decadent. And then the fact that you put that chocolate ganache over it is truly amazing.
And that is no robot, y'all. We are hand decorating. Each one's like a snowflake. They're all a little bit different.
Yeah.
And I love that you brought up the coconut because you don't see that, y'all. You really don't see that this is coconut.
But it's so good.
But it goes so well together. Y'all, these are the same real shredded coconut pieces that go into our coconut cake.
Yeah.
But it's just clustered, and like you said, and all the brown sugar, all the flour and goodness that comes with the old big old hearty cake.
And by the way, each one of these cakes will easily serve 10 to 12. Because you do not, I mean, first of all, if you bought a couple of them, everybody want to try both. Make them slivers, you know? But 1 year, okay, in the freezer. So if you want to put it in your freezer, it's good for up to a year. These also, may I just say, please, build to, ship to. Because this is the gift that people will remember. This is where you say, you know what, I want that shipped out right away to so-and-so because I can't be with them at Thanksgiving or at Christmas if you want the December 9th. These are one of those things that you would probably spend this much anyway to give them little sausage and cheese. Let me tell you, they'd rather have Savannah Candy Kitchen cakes. And they are just decadent and amazing when you taste them. Okay, so you had a picture of what this is how they come. Tell me about that.
So I brought this out.
Do they come frozen?
It does. It comes frozen. You'll have a little piece of dry ice in a bag in there, and you'll have a styrofoam cooler.
Okay.
But you know, I love to show it like this, y'all, because this shows you how massive this cake is.
Yeah.
This thing is bigger than my head. This is over 5 pounds of I know, that's what I'm always saying. I'm like, if y'all don't get going, we're going to throw this at you. But this is what shows you how you can feed 10 to 12 people. I mean, you really think about 10 to 12 hearty slices like you're looking at right here. I can only eat half of that before I got to go get a bed.
Me too. And I'd want to try to eat all that, but I'm not sure I could. Here's the thing I want to go back to is, can we show the picture of the Coconut Joy? This is the Coconut Joy cake, okay? It is a chocolate cake. It has the vanilla frosting with the coconut, etc., and then that chocolate ganache on top. If you want it on the immediate ship, we have 6 dozen. If you want it December 9th, 550. You can also choose the German chocolate cake. If you'd like the German chocolate cake, can I just show you? Look at this from the other side too. I mean, it's so beautiful. You look at that. If you know German chocolate cake, you understand. I still remember watching my mom frost that chocolate cake with the German chocolate frosting. And that's it right there. If you want that cake, how many do we have? Fewer 300 that can ship out right away. 450 the week of December 9th. Now, red velvet never lasts around here because it is so holiday specific. If you want it shipped out right away, 150 remain. And if you want it shipped out December 9th, 375. We like to have a cake on Christmas Day because we celebrate Jesus' birthday.
Yes.
And so we want a birthday cake. This is our favorite to be able to have is the red velvet. And you guys, nobody does it better than Savannah's Kitchen.
I think there's something about the red velvet cake that really screams Christmas. I don't know exactly how to put it into words, but everything that you taste feels this Christmassy. It's got a little bit of a little bit of pecans in there, and we have just that red, rich color that you remember from Christmas. And then I think the cream cheese is what finishes it off. You have a cream cheese icing on anything, I just want to eat every bite of it.
Man, I just tried that German chocolate cake again. That red velvet I already know is amazing. But that German chocolate cake is one of the most moist cakes I've ever had in German chocolate. I mean,
I love that you're
you
throwing
guys,
that word moist in there. It's just
it
so
is.
needed. People miss that. You get dry
Yeah.
cakes every day of the week when you get a
Right.
cake, and everybody's just almost numb to it. You don't even realize you're
Yeah.
not getting a moist cake anymore.
That's a great point, Rhett, because I got to tell you truly, you know, like a lot of times you don't realize, like even if you go to the grocery store, they got their bakeries, you buy their cakes there, and they're okay, but they're not like this, where it feels like it just stops you in your tracks because it's so much like when you were growing up.
Yes.
And that's what to me means everything. If you want to get any of these cakes to either ship out right away, or if you want to bill to, ship to, have it shipped to someone, you get the bill, they get the cake, they'll know who sent it because your name will be on there, but what you paid won't be on there. Or you can have it shipped out the week of December 9th. It comes frozen, let it thaw, serve it at room temperature. Let it come to room temperature whatever day you're going to serve it.
It makes all
right?
the difference. You got to let it get to room temperature, and coming frozen to your door is the reason you're getting this fresh product. So don't forget that. Frozen is good. Let it come to room temperature, and you're going to be more than happy. Thank you.
Thank you
It's always
so
good to
much.
see you.
Great to see you
Yeah, have a
too.
good one.
Say hi to everybody
I
down
will.
at Savannah's Candy Kitchen.
Yep.
Okay, in the meantime,